I realized we have good adjacency around the Caspian Sea. Which we're going to take advantage of. That needs converting. Dedicate a missionary for there. Hey Victros, what's up? Hey Turnus, I appreciate that. So, at the end of last session, guys, we took the Reduced Liberty Desire, and I'm happy to report, now this will update when we lose autonomy, but if we turn trade off, Kilwa and Songhai had 100 from full for enforced religion, but you can see here that's an accurate look at our actual Liberty Desire. So we're gunning to integrate Japan, Bengal, and Malwa, all of which looking actually, oh no, Japan not, regrettably. He's racked up a lot of debt. Bengal, same. So it's Malwa who was actually making money, and for that reason, okay, it was almost 20 liberties though. I'm going to, yeah, pay off his debt because he might pay some off himself. So it's looking good. It's looking good. It's looking good. Hey Tomas, what's up? Hey Conflame. Okay, the coalition, due to the wars we're in, is probably going to build. Hence the reason I declared that war. I'm going to potentially be doing more wars as well. We'll see. What's up, Rose Cold Crabat? It's an interesting name. We started as Bohemia. For adjacent culture right now, we're looking fine, I guess. These zeros are in the new world here. You will notice that I am, at least now, I'm being that meticulous. We're converting the zeros for adjacency, which in some cases will make the adjacent provinces down to 0. In this case, this already has adjacency, so we're just going to look a little bit closer because we want to continue converting and spreading adjacency. It's a huge province here. Hey, Prime Cake. Hey, Harry. Alright, got to do that area around the Caspian Sea. So for relations, La la. Das ist gut. Bengal. Lurizai. We have to check to see if that's accurate once autonomy goes down. Now, we should be doing Scorched Earth or whatever, the exploiting development. Okay, let's go. So my prediction is the coalition doesn't go away from opening and closing the game, which is true. Unsurprised. No, we're not going to enforce on Bengal. We're going to incorporate Bengal and Malwa here ASAP. That's what we're going to do. And Japan, in fact, as well. So you're talking about good fortune with China. Unusually, after our second Ming War, the first was just a land grab, and the second was a land grab via full annexing Manchu, a smaller land grab. He will actually dishonor call to arms, guys, which I can't really demonstrate here because I have to wait a month. Ming will dishonor call to arms, which means the so-called Ming Wars, the Ming's meat, the Ming meat grinder, isn't going to occur this time. So good thing we got the highest development provinces in the game. And rest assured, when our truce does come up, in 11 years, we'll be taking the next largest. Also, we will be limited by our war score cost, because we can feed the land that would give us overextension to a combination of Russia and Chagatai. Both of which have been fed, particularly Russia, a lot. He's actually run out of steam in the terms of admin points. But surely in 11 years that would not be the case. The 5% additional annexation, diplo annexation cost reduction is what makes Bohemia better than Hungary in this case. I think we formed England randomly last time, right? Just because we could. And this time we actually formed France. Neither of which are necessary. We got 10% manpower recovery for the entire game from forming France. One of the major modifiers of forming France, which I think was 10 professionalism or something, we were unable to get because you cannot get it if the AI has already done it. Waiting until the end of the month before exploiting. So laggy when we open that tab. Ooh, Ooh la la, Japan started, guys. Japan is started. Superb. Superb. Okay, very good. Let's just check this diplomat. So, Japan, let's look at the cost. 542. I cannot remove this for another year. Yeah, I'm going to wait on taking the annexation cost reduction. We're going to take a look at the overall cost when the time comes. Okay. Looks the same to me in terms of adjacency. Next truce comes up here. This is going to go to Shanghai. He's more or less cored everything. No diplomacy. Very good. If we give a gift, these guys are close. That's why I was doing the subsidies, but not close enough, it seems, for relations. Alright, did a month pass? Did I even let a month pass? I think I did, right? Yeah. Okay. Full annexation here. That should go smoothly. Alright, let's look at exploiting now. Looks pretty exploited. Let's go look at India. Yeah, I mean, looks pretty thoroughly exploited to me. So next year we want to remove our policy for the missionary strength and so on against heretics. But let's make sure to convert heretics in the meantime. Okay, so my money's going towards Malwa, Bengal, Japan. They're actually done. We want to pay off our loan and embrace the Enlightenment. So how much money are we making? A lot. We're making a lot. Plenty. Okay, 20, that's 2 days. I have to wait a month, apparently. Because they have the belated Liberty Desire there that's fake. Okay, we don't need 2 generals here. Diplomats are free. We're gonna go gift. No, it's very normal black hole. Standard. Eight reasons, 1 reason. The subsidies should give us that. And the subsidies combined with improve should give us that. We have to get all 3 started. You know, not just 1. It's very important. So, if I'm not mistaken, guys, Malwa, we cannot pay off his debt. But look at that. Beautiful. I'm stoked. This is really serving its purpose here, guys. Really, 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 really good. So, Songhai, Kilwa, Chug, these guys are certainly not as mad as they actually seem. And when the combined strength goes down, as we integrate Bengal, Malwa, Japan, etc., we're going to have better time dealing with Liberty Desire. Now, we're going for the full annexation of Malacca and release here. That's the idea. But I have to white piece Palembang, which is difficult. Malacca does have religious ideas. It's good. It's good for war score costs. We couldn't do him if he was significantly larger. What happened to Japan? I guess it was the end of month thing, eh? Ooh, look at that. 50 exactly. I kind of overestimated how we were. Okay, so I'm going to put a military point into his development, which hopefully this isn't too scuffed. If we include subjects, sort by cost, and then find Japan on the list. 28. And now we're going to have to wait 2 months again. Alright, diplomat has to go in Bengal, 100%. And otherwise we need prestige. Good. This war is progressing well. We had another 20. There it is. Yeah, I'm kind of most stressed about this war against Malacca. We're kind of flexing on him with this fleet, which is good to see. Because I'm worried about crossing that strait there. Stack white Palam. It's inevitable. But I was really hoping that didn't happen, because now we're desperately farming a 6 diplomatic heir going into the future right when I need my prestige to annex my subjects. It's awkward, but inevitable. We're also at 2 stability now as opposed to 3. He's got reduced autonomy. Trying to resolve all of these wars at the same time so that we can release Malacca. Oh jeez, I'm not sure that engagement was wise, I hope so. And we should be able to get Japan right now. The highest dev province in 1444? That's an interesting question. I don't know off the top of my head. I would take, my guess would be Antwerp. That's my guess. Okay, diplomat should be able to go into Bengal once again. Good. Malwa. I just feel a disgusting lack of generals right now. Like I really feel it right now. Sucks. Okay. So it was 525, something like that, Diplo points to annex Japan, to anybody paying attention. However, we're going to drop a policy reducing it by 20%. Funnily enough, I actually don't want to integrate them before having started the annexation of Malwa and Bengal, or else I will lose 25 relations there and basically be unable to do that. So if we don't take their trade, I mean, we can pseudo start Malwa, and Bengal is very close. We could, yeah, it's close. It's close. We could technically do it now if we desperately needed to, but you can see Bengal's relations are actually not at 190. So we're getting almost 4 per year from subsidies, and I can improve by 3 more. So just over a year we can start them up. I will ban you. Consider that a warning. So you'll notice that chat is not on stream today, and unfortunately I don't think I'm going to have my chat on stream. And the reason why is because it often just pains me to read the chat, and privileges revoked. I don't want comments like that to be sort of archived or give any notoriety to people like that at all. Hey D22, what's up? We're going there. So our crown land was growing now that the influence is less, which is good. $15 Diplo points. Beautiful. That is very nice. Zero overextension, but these guys are going to be cored here. It's full core, unfortunately. And Australia is ours. Nice-oo. Alright, so we have relations with Moa. 510 in his case, guys. 510. Similar size to Japan. Let's actually look on country development. Russia, Ming, Chug is our biggest. Japan, Bengal, Mawa. Wow. I'm actually really surprised at the size of Malacca. They're really big. I know he's expanded. There was another little guy here. Development. Yeah, and we barely squeeze him in for war score. So. Okay. It would cost us 18, so we're officially in the negative for Diplo points now, guys. If that Liberty Desire was to go away. You can see how irritating it is to manage our diplomats. The subsidies will go away upon incorporating them into the country. I'll maintain in Bengal. I'm pretty certain that we're going to kill Bakora here, guys, when we attack Sind as their allied, so I'm going to keep him as a tributary. This coalition looks pretty weak in a way, you know? So often I purge comments, and then people ask, and like, what did I do wrong? And the answer is that I'm not going to tell you what you did wrong. I won't answer this question, but I will answer another question, which is I won't tell you why. Because I am the emperor of my chat, and what I value and care about is what goes, not what you value and care about. So you don't get to behave in a way that I don't like, and then make demands from me because I responded to the way that you behave that I don't like. Does that make sense? Alright. We're waiting on that conversion there. We paid off our one and only loan. We've got the institution to embrace. This is the next war coming. We needed Diplomat free because he could join the Scuffed Coalition. I was thinking maybe we kill one of these little British colonies. This Louisiana one is only 5%. I think I'm going to do that. I'll give you a clue. I'll give you a clue, Gricky. Does that answer your question? If you guys ask stupid questions, you're going to be treated the way that you deserve, okay? And by that, I'm going to have a laugh at your expense. Alright. I'm pretty happy with how things are going here. We're going to Dow in America. I'm just whack-a-moling these guys, which is working pretty well, whilst we wait for reinforcements. Oh my goodness. No! He's already here. That's bad. That's bad. Nasty. Okay. The absent diplomat thing is just so rough to deal with, dude. So Japan is probably more like 10% progressed. Hey, don't care, Kappa. What's up, man? Nice to see you. Just checking for separatism gone. No. How's it going? I really don't want to be doing this right now. I don't kick up. It's just so old, but nonetheless, this is final stretch for sure. Yep, same old late game U4, pretty much. It's rough. Truce on my dude in West Africa's August. Might have to put a diplo point into Mulwa, it seems. Wow, Prestige is doing way better, by the way. Awesome. Very good. Very good. Very good. Alright. Just need those relations on Bengal. Fantastic. Awesome. So we must farm an heir with 6 diplo, guys. That was one of the critical failings of my Hungarian game. Like, I did everything I could do, and despite doing everything I could do, we had a 5, and then we had another 5, and I re-rolled, or less, I mean, and we re-rolled, and I re-rolled, and I re-rolled, and I re-rolled, and I re-rolled, and my ruler got older and older and older with a 5, and we finally got the 1, and we had like a full queen regency, or with the 6, I mean, with the 6, and we went for an 80-year span at the end of the game, you know, losing 1 diplo point per month. So that, of course, is in the same scenario where our 4s, 5s, and 6s on diplo, which is the only thing we care about on our heir at this stage, are all 6, but I could not get one to save my life. So right now we're sitting on 6, unlike the other game. This is where we want to be, and we're going to be changing our focus over to diplo here shortly. And we must get an heir with 6. Like, don't punish me like that, please, game. But the good news is that we can sort of assure ourselves that we will have more diplo points because of that. Approximately 12 per year. Governing capacity is doing better for now, guys, because we took that technology. Okay. Making good gains against this Portuguese nation, South America. Alright, we are beginning to have some money again, and that's going to go to Manpower Trading Company investments. Because we are converting a sufficient amount of land which can be trading companied once again. But we also need to embrace the institution. Mamob, in terms of our conquest over the New World, we are behind, but we are not behind in Hussite, perhaps ahead, in fact, in the New World. Otherwise, the game is just going better in just about every single variable possible compared to Hungary. That's how it seems. So, it's good. It's good, it's good, it's good, it's good. I mean, all joking aside, like, I'm not trying to, be arrogant about it, guys, but we are veterans at this stage, right? Like, forged in the fire of EU4. I mean, yeah, I think it's pretty clear that we would have hoped that it never came to this, doing it so many times and attempts. But the good side is that we've been here, done it all before. This is all adjacent Caspian Sea. Very nice high dev land there being converted. Very good. Ten times better on culture conversions. Is that true, Navdev? 10 times better? I think we're better. I had that in my mind the whole time. That I just want to keep it cleaner, nicer within the land that we did have, because any little bit would potentially make the difference as it happens. Well, I hope you're right. 10 times sounds superb. No joke, Prime Kick. I think we will be doing it again. I would at least like to attempt it. And I would like to attempt it as Death Martian, 1 province minor. To add 1 province minor to the list. Yes, on the same patch. Pronabu. Thank you so much for the prime, dude. I appreciate that, Pronabu. Thank you so much, Bamboo, for the bits. Our manpower is not doing great, guys, but it is coping. So, for people who do not know, we have completed the military hegemon. Now, we're also not we're not gaining 0.5 missionary strength. From stability. I think we're going to stab up, guys. So we really want the overextension penalty to go away. And we would at least like to prep an advisor if we don't have one, which we don't. That's 10% reduction. Yeah, it sucks, man, but that's that's part of the reason we're focusing on admin. That's what it's for. We got to keep that stability up, and there are definitely rewards to having it up, like the unrest. Core. So these will be recently convertible, I imagine, to Roman. How much overextension are we getting here? 5. That's very little. Nice little cheeky tag elimination. That's like 60. Okay. 65, we're around that range. Baron von Porn. Thank you. Thank you so much for the bits, dude. I appreciate that. There's nothing wrong with peasants. They are filthy. They are filthy. I will not deny that, but this doesn't mean that it's wrong. Nothing wrong with being filthy, eh, chat? Well, there actually is, okay? But do your best. Chat knows all about being filthy. Alright, nice. Good on you, Russia. Putting up some resistance. Alright, low enthusiasm. We've got the war score. We're hanging in here. So we should be looking at those relations. Yeah, I'm sorry to say that Mullah is not progressing, and he's regressing out here, which I'm not surprised. So I think I'm going to opt to placate. I hope I don't regret that, but let's begin having him progress also. I mean, regret it in regards to the fact that I could do some development instead. Oh, I meant to hit go to. Where was that one? I don't know. Just take a brief look around. Because if it was there, haha. No? We already did that evidently. Because if it was in India or something, then I would want to know. Wasn't it doing some other enclaves? Not sure. Okay, nice. Found it. That's what was converted here, the Palatinate. Good. Das ist gut. But we might want to stop converting though, because we are going to lose points. Shortly we're going to get another -9, excuse me, another -9. So these are going to go pretty quickly, but also Japan should be incorporated into the country pretty quickly also. How's the war exhaustion doing, I wonder? Good. Staying down. Starting to have a little bit of money at our disposal once again. Just do some cathedrals while I'm out here. Because pagan provinces, if they have cathedrals, then they're pretty easy to just go down the list reliably. That reminds me there, seeing the manpower building, that the culture has finished in my states a little bit, which I was waiting on before building some better buildings like manpower buildings. Let's have a look. Boom. Okay. You're about to get purged, Viking. Wouldn't be the first time. Okay. It's always quiet in my chat because we're a very small community. It's your final warning. You won't get another one. So I just want to let you guys know that I'm prepared to have 20 people watching me. Prove it. Show me your yarmulke. You must produce a yarmulke at this instance. Alright, 2 relations with Bengal. Which should be 6 months or so. I think it does improve over time. We're overcoming the coalition here. Very, very good. Okay. Alright, dude. You're taking a bit too far there, my dude. Don't worry, you're not... I don't mind people trolling if they're actually giving me a chuckle. That's fine. But we're not degenerates here, dude. Like, you just chill out. Okay, I'm actually going to give Delhi over to Chug. He can incorporate it into his country and convert it, Chug being the largest of my subjects apart from Japan, but what can you do? Here we go. New world, new world, new world, new world. Okay. Alright. See you later, Victorous. Beautiful zeros. Let's just go to the lower end here, see if there are more zeros, which there are. We're trying to skimp on every point that we can this time, because I was appalled to find out last time that we ran out of points, which is, I think that, yeah, I think I can easily say that's the first time that's happened in my runs, where we ran out of points. Stability cost reduction, very good. Very good. Hey, Winston. We're keeping it pretty clean, guys. Since the beginning of the session, our cores were 50% of the way there. So the only war that we're really slacking on right now is Malacca. It's tough. It's tough to overcome them. Mostly just been stack wiping him over and over and over again. Just like that. But it seems like an endless amount, and Palamblang is like protected by his sort of forces. It's very awkward. Very, very awkward. We have overcome the coalition though, which is good to see. I think having these three no longer be Liberty rebellious is contributing really nicely to that. Okay. We're going to be going for Alaska in probably our next round of wars. That is one tag elimination. It takes freaking almost 3 months for that diplomat to return. Brutal. I'm playing at speed 3 almost all of the time. I typically tell people if I'm turning up or down the speed. We pretty much just chill at speed 3. Alright, that second war completed. Very good. But you'll notice that often I'm pausing just about every single day. So unfortunately, speed 4 is too fast. But if we let just a few days go by, which I do now and then, I often get barraged by notifications like missionary conversions or culture conversions, which we actually want to respond to each and every time. Again, stack wiping the crap out of Malacca, really good. So we haven't made much progress, but he is low enthusiasm. Good to see. Gotland, Lowlands, France. Scotland does not do sufficient adjacency. Burnings are up on Scandinavia. Good. Ayrshire. Nice to see. Ah, okay, zombies. I didn't even realize we got zombies up here. France. Full annexation. Beautiful. I was really worried about this war, but he got backdoored like crazy. Funnily enough, when we attacked him, he was fighting Mexico. I had no idea. I didn't realize, and all of his troops were up here, but lo and behold, get wrecked. I want to skimp on admin points boosting my stab though, so I'll try to wait before getting that 15 overextension. Yeah, which is stupid, and they did the European update, you know, before moving on to Leviathan and breaking the game and making an update that nobody cares about. They should have, like, just tweaked Scandinavia's missions and stuff. It's not that hard. Let's do cathedrals. Let's do some island conversions. Just because islands are... Ah, of course, that was converted to Sunni by the center. Okay, I got confused there for a second. Which is really bad. We got to deal with this religious center. So luckily it's low dev, because it can't be converted back until 46. Disgusting. Same thing here. Should be fine either way. but in the long run, religious center is a no-no. America, America, America. Let's take a look. It's a 0 right there. Fine. Absolutely fine. Okay, we don't need all of these generals here. So with my fleet positioning, it shouldn't be too hard to potentially pop out and blockade Plan Bang, whatever his name is. He's almost ready to peace out, but yeah, we'll see. Repairing up. We will see. Beautiful. That looks pretty good. Don't you guys think that looks pretty good? That looks pretty good. Big you blob of Roman culture. Looks pretty damn good. It's a long way to go, guys. We're going to have less than 100 years shortly. Less than 100 years. So I am kind of annexing the 3 of these guys out of necessity, but the rest are going to come with Tech 27 admin efficiency. That's the idea. To be even cheaper, right? So let's give this a think for a second here, guys. If we annex Bengal, Malwa, Japan, that's 3. That's going to put us on 7 vassals if we do Malacca. We can resource a total of 6 diplomats. Which of course makes the annexations awkward. And it's marches, right? The way that we dodge the negative 25 relations is by marching them, and 10 years after marching them we can integrate. It's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to march half of the next batch. That also doesn't account for Russia as well. Yeah. As far as the religious game is concerned, I hope it's not a mistake to suggest this, but we're about to have Ethiopia's missionaries up and running again, and he's going to do more in the future. So if we subtract Malwa, we're doing 1 full page at any given time. I think that's pretty good. Don't you guys think that's pretty good? I think that's pretty good. It's not amazing. Oh, geez. Even Bengal has 1 here on the list. But I think we've been doing well. The Hussite shenanigans have been a success. Brazil has been converting. I think Colombia, I'm almost certain that he has been converting to Hussite. Slowly but surely. I assume Mexico has, but perhaps not. So, it's good to an extent. Come on, let's see this cause finish, please, game. Thank you. Alright, that is, of course, China. And we're going to bite the bullet now and stab up, which never feels good. 150. Alright, let's start doing some of these peace deals. Full annexation. I mean, that unironically is one of the biggest nations in the world in terms of development, guys. Feels good. Feels good, man. Oh no. Well, I should have cored these while I had the chance, eh? As a platform to core inland. It's dumb of me. Okay, now this is a good opportunity to do some cathedrals. Pretty straightforward process here, unlike usual. There's actually not many building slots out here. Nice. Now we got zombies up here. Okay, so did I have a fleet in the Americas? Frick, I might not have a fleet. Uh-oh. Okay. If these are going to drag on, I'm quickly going to jump into the Caribbean. Caribbean should not be too hard, too long. His capital stool here. Yeah, we should get him done pretty quickly here. Trying to weaken Portugal every way we can, because he is valued highly in terms of a coalition against us, but it's all of his colonial nations, that's all that it is. Okay, we want to switch that subject out. Do one of those each month, I suppose. Tag elimination. I'll give the inland to Ethiopia once we're at peace. Who knows if he... I mean, I want him to convert as much as he can. I don't know if he's overextended or what. I don't know. He's a pretty small nation is the issue. Recently brought into independence, I suppose. Meaning he probably doesn't have absolutism, etc. Now, Bengal is one relation away from being able to be incorporated into the country. And we want to retract our diplomat from him ASAP. It's time to dow this African here. It's going to go to Songhai. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of zombies around like that, dude, for sure. No. Oh, that's a yikes. This is locked in as a state for a long time. Oopsie daisies, frick. Thank you. We can do that really quickly. Something converted culture around here. I don't see adjacency spreadage. Okay. So if I had a diplomat, we would be dowing Delhi. Quickly feed him to Chug. And we're going to take the policy shortly. The annexation cost reduction policy. And it's more New World. Want to keep converting where we can. They have to be cored first. So we're actually getting fewer admin points now, guys. We went from 17 to 15. Just something to keep in mind because our ruler passed away. Interesting zombies out here. Defensive engagements like that should give progress on the siege. Got troops in China, that's going to have to be the case forever onwards. Ah, these bloody... Ooh. Prestige, very nice. Russia's low resire is absolutely fine. But his relations, though... Well, I can't give that to him. Frick. 50 relations with Russia, yikes. It will be going away, though, over time. Hey, being a sheep. Damn it, man. My diplomat is free, so... Damn. Your fleet, dude. Ugh, this is so gross. Frick. Yeah, I was thinking about this war, but I don't really know how to approach it, guys. It's bad. Bad. We have to wait until we're gunning for a river crossing and then make a distraction. That's what we should be doing. But so, you know, with blockades, he's pretty close, is the thing. But I can't maintain blockades on his country. Alright, so we're going to do... This is going to take longer than the Delhi war. I hope he's fully cored. Yeah, he should do. Good. Okay, this fleet is arriving. I'm hoping that one stack is enough to deal with the Caribbeans. He will be on his own. Hey, Katas. Yeah, the game's going well. Hey, literally seal. Nice to see you. This is another area I was looking at here. We probably want to convert this stuff just because it's sort of isolated. Get rid of it, but we'll make sure there's cathedrals here. Good. When is the next war we can dow? Let's quickly check in. Okay. Should be around the 13th. And we're quickly just going to whack Dally, give it to Chug for another province for him to convert, as I suspect he will convert more or less his entire country. We got Kilwa here making great progress. He's going to run out of provinces to convert, which is understandable. Songhai not making great progress, but he is progressing nonetheless. This Indian has finished. I think I'm probably going to give him some of the land I'm annexing right now, simply to have him convert it. Ethiopia should start up. Good. He had the admin to drop straight into that. That's good to see. Obviously, Russia's converting. New World. All New World. Let's take a look at adjacency. Okay, I suspect that we haven't caught this. We're going to need to do some more cores. Hey, Spudsy. Wait, why was that on? Ah, because, yeah, I'm dumb. We need him to be at 190 relations, which he's been at 189 for ages, so he's going to be there any give it'll be end of the year guaranteed. If not sooner. There it is. Okay, a Colombian truce comes up. Now that might actually be trouble for us, because he might be at 50. Oh, he's below. Aggressive expansion, so he can't join the coalition. Very good. Very good. Alright, Bengal. Nice. We have 2 diplomats to operate off of. Now these guys are right at 49, and we won't get a notification if they go up to 50, which is awkward. We're losing 13 per month. Japan's at 23. Alright, here we go. Deploy annexation cost reduction. 23. So it over doubled. It over doubled. That's what we wanted to see. So let's go ahead and look at the proper price we're paying on 85% annexation cost reduction. 232. I'm certain Japan's the largest out of them. 218 and 222. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The next ones are going to come in with the 10% admin efficiency, which is going to reduce the cost by 33%. Yep, but that's what we're spending right now. So this will basically fund it, the Diplo points, but we're not doing so hot on Diplo anymore. So the culture convertings are going to come to an end for a period. And in 20 days we're going to be dowing Japan. culture in Europe. Very good. That missionary strength makes a difference, man. It's awkward. But the cathedrals should reduce these back down to 4 months. Yep. Okay, did we group up here? Yes, we did. Let's go deal with these zombies. Manpower's doing okay. Not doing great, but it's doing okay. Try to cover this straight here. Is that realistic? Probably not. Man, he's close to peace, this guy. Thank you, Saint Sid. Appreciate the tier 1 sub, dude. I appreciate that. It's very generous of you. Thank you very much. And they're not going to respond to this? Nope. They're not going to respond to everything to it. Jeez. Jeez Louise. This is hard. It's attrition. Let's do that for adjacency there. So it's not actually adjacent, but when that finishes, that will be a good point to give some more efficiency in the long run. Cathedrals are looking really good in this part of the world. It's good to see. Wow. So sad, dude. Like how like literally impossible the naval game is. Frick. These blockades don't really do anything. Yikes. Feels bad, man. Not going to worry about the culture anymore because we're annexing our subjects. As soon as these cathedrals finish, we should get some quicker, faster Catholic provinces to be converted. Jeez, don't unpause the game without using the missionary. Okay. I mean, right now we're basically length of warring this guy, but it's actually regressing. It's freaking shocking. I don't know what to do about this. It's just standard. Standard. This is one of my biggest peeves about EU4 in general. Like, just the way that the game's designed. You just cannot have a navy. It's the same thing happens every game, but yeah. Doesn't make it any easier. Alright, so I'm worried if we'll have the war score cost if this goes under Songhai. It's not like I have infinite coring range, so really hoping for the full annexation, but it's hard to gauge. It looks good. Looks really good. Fantastic. Fantastic. So we shouldn't have to worry about overextension. He should be under. Yikes, man. Yikes. Yikes. Playing with Leviathan does count as an exploit. Yes. Let's go for cathedrals. Alright, this is over with. Really just disappointed, guys, with the Malaccan War now. So obviously Songhai will take this when we full annex England. England, much like Scotland, is going to be a similar situation where we actually overextend. So any overextension we can hand off like that is going to be a good thing. Revolutionaries, it's about that time. I don't think I'll kill the revolutionaries for him. Ethiopia, I mean, he does have troops, okay. Alright. Truce with that guy is coming up in 3 years, so we want to be fighting him and feeding him to Ethiopia, and Ethiopia should finish his cause in between then and now, which is good. Yikes, man. It was close. It was looking good there, to be honest. Frick. But, I mean, so is the peace deal here looking close and good. Cathedral's about to finish up. Fantastic. This is some of the hardest we've had to do. I don't even know. This feels horrible. It's just going to take time. Went to war. Japan's getting close, so I mean, maybe I'm getting cocky because last time we looked like Mulwa had no troops. No, but it looks like a manpower game is just going to be absolutely bowling out of control, guys. If we get Bengal, Mulwa, and Japan in the country, we're already starting to basically, you know, make as much as we're spending around that range, at least. Russia gets in Hussite territory. Really? It's got some troops nearby. Am I going to march the other subjects? No. No, I'm not going to march the other subjects. Okay, this cathedral should be finished by now, right? Let's have a look. There we go. I think I built them all, the ones we need in South America. How many provinces do we need converted in terms of religion? Well, the thing is, how do you look at this stuff? Yeah, where do we look? The thing is, Katas, when we get to the end of the other run, there is a way to look, right? There we go, religions. I forget how many there are in the game, but there's like just over 3,000, I think. So we're looking at about 1,400. Looks like there are perhaps literally no Muslim apart from Sunni. Under 300 on that variable, looking pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. I think that that's the really problematic one. Our subjects are, I remember 300 being a significant number. In the other run, like there were about 300. Our subjects are converting some, and they will continue to. 365. Beautiful. A beat, mate. Beautiful. It's just pointless. Ah, man, oh man, oh man. Disgusting, dude. Disgusting. Anyway, victory is ours now. Oh, man. It's just, it's really disturbing. Like, I hate this. It happens every campaign. You know, you own the whole world and you can't beat two nations. Literally. At sea. It's just so disturbing, but anyway, yeah. Get sick of it. Hey, we did get the full Kyoto. Nice, guys. That makes it. I was just distraught when we didn't get this. So the event can only happen once, but when we had the event and it was retracted, it obviously invalidated that, and I was under the impression we weren't going to get it. Nice. Beautiful. Alright, so Liberty Desire should start becoming less of an issue, guys, I would imagine. Now that we have the Japanese troops on our side for strength of war comparison. And now that, yeah, they lose Japan, which is a big, large, significant portion. So, still at 100. Still 100. Still 100. Yikes. Okay. We're going to get 10 more prestige from annexing these two. We'll see what happens to them after these. Alright, now Japan needs cathedrals. Was it just the most sly diplomacy of all time? What are you talking about? Governing capacities is, yeah, that's whack. Uh-oh. It's only going to get significantly worse with the Indians. Jeez, it's actually going to be really bad. Gonna start going, this is very similar to last game, we're just gonna start, like, if we need money, we're gonna have money, and by that I mean debt. Straight up. And we will get to critical mass where we end up paying off our loans, I'm sure. Regardless. But if we need money now, we're gonna get money now via loans. We're going to want to mass exploit these regions that we bring into the fold. To reduce their development periodically. And in theory, there shouldn't be separatism in Japan. So let's look at the unrest, number one. And number two, let's consider the fact that at least adjacency, like an enclave of culture conversion here for adjacency would be good. Pursues. Thank you so much for this update. I appreciate that. Thank you for 24 months. Looking nice and stable. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, we've got to be doing town halls, don't we? The damn thing sucks. I mean, imagine how little of an impact these individual buildings are having on governing capacity. Disgusting. But if I go down the list, I'm going to regret it also. Because I'm just going to have to... Yeah, I'm going to fill cathedral slots up. Cray 1. Thank you for the 2 months, dude. Thank you so much. Oh, so used to building cathedrals now. Alright. House site town halls. Alright, now we had culture conversions finish in the lowlands. Do we have the ability to do the buildings that I want to do? Somewhat. Jeez, man, this is pain. This is pain. Now a lot of this is Hussite in the New World. There's no point building the second tier building in non-trading company provinces. You can build the first tier building. But the reason I'm doing the second tier building is so that it doesn't appear on the list. So, literally wasting money, but the tedium is just too miserable, really, to handle. Who needs money anyway? Still not enough, guys, sadly. So we're going to go into the previous Muslim theatres here. North Africa. Because of course we're integrating India, a huge portion of India as well as Japan, and we'd like to be sufficiently under, if possible, to continue expanding. Thanks, Med. Awesome, dude. Isn't it just amazing? You have to love it. This is about as miserable as my real life, guys. I'll take a break from my misery to have some misery. Sounds good, guys. Can't cope with the misery, chat, so I'll be right back. There's already a cathedral there. Okay, so this is all cathedraled out, surely. I've already done it here, haven't I? Mostly, yeah. It's a self-explanatory question. Sometimes when you're asking a question, just pretend that you're the person who's answering the question. And just pretend to give an answer. If there is an answer to give, then ask yourself, is that a reasonable answer? And if it is, then that is a answer to your question. If you're asking a question that is broad, like there is not an answer, and you ask yourself the question, and you pretend and you can easily answer the question, then the answer to the question is the answer to the question. Does that make sense? Why do we have armies? Avalos. So just why do you have armies, Avalos, in this game? Because you use them, right? Alright. Why do we have generals? Because we're using them. That's why. Okay. Are we done here building the buildings? Okay, we did cathedrals in Japan. Is there any slots here? Guess that does have a cathedral already? No, I guess I overlooked that province. It's interesting. I've slowed down on culture conversions because we were deploy annexing people, but we certainly do have the diplo points, yeah, and we're gonna re-up them right now. I don't want to putter out down to 0. So, yep, let's jump back onto culture conversions here. So when we're only losing... Oh, Bengal's not progressing. Okay, so we're gaining 2 per month now because we integrate more slowly with the overextension we have in the negative reputation. So we're actually gaining 2 per month. Alright, let's have a look at adjacency. Here we go. Still waiting on cores in the new world. Our admin is doing pretty well though. Why is that? That's why. Okay. We're not going to want to really core in the new world while we're building those buildings. Wait a year. Alright. The power bank's going to fall here to peace. guess I haven't really looked at town halls in Australia. Ah, here we go. Nice. Ooh. This, of course, is almost entirely house site. Just the land we just took isn't. Thank goodness for that. We don't need to do building management everywhere. We can't expand. Alright, I'm gonna do at least some diplomats on improving relations. Damn it. I was hoping to get lucky here. I think I might. Our manpower's doing fine. I'm gonna assault this. This has to end here. Freaking misery. Oh, diplomat, missionary. Ah, my clicks don't seem to registering now. Might be able to get a separate piece off on him. No, that's fine. Alright, that was just freaking miserable, dude. Oh, man. Alright, full annexation of Malacca. Jeez, how long was that war? 4 years, guys. Oh, man. We did a lot of other stuff on the side, but jeez. Frick. So while we're at peace, I want to feed Ethiopia. The inland. He's going to convert it. Oh no. Oh no! Portugal's occupying Alaska. We're literally about to attack them. And Mexico for that matter. Yikes. Okay, well I can't go to war for 30 days. Awesome, amazing. I don't think we're gonna do anything else while we're at peace, are we? Release Malacca themselves. Why do I not see them on the list? They're there. With his religious ideas. Okay, so Operation Enforced Religion on Malacca. He's at 100 lib. That's with this. We haven't done anything to him. That is not good at all. Okay. Let's make sure to take his trade. I guess I can't have a diplomat in Russia, it seems. Malacca takes precedence. Okay, so all of our fleets are here, which is not good. War targets. We're going to attack Caribbeans. We can do the English colony here. I really wanted to do Alaska, man. This is a freaking bad time. Brazil. Brazil and Colombia are allied. Brazil, I imagine, yeah. So he's full annexable, but not by much. Okay, I don't feel like I have the troops to handle Brazil. Sadly, it's really difficult to resource troops here also. Like, that takes so long. Shucks. I think it's Brazil though, guys. Check how strong Brazil is in forces. Yeah, it's pretty strong, and we have to separate piece Colombia and Peru. Oh, that guarantee. Gross. Okay, this guy. Feed him 2 killer. That's something we're gonna do. It's gonna be a tag elimination here. England themselves. Defender of the Faith, Portugal. Yikes. Okay, so Portugal has to go first, which means we have to attack his colonial nations first. Okay. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on Brazil. We'll do Portuguese Peru. I mean, they're gonna. It's gonna be easier, faster, more clean, decisive war. Hey, 50 diplo points. Fantastic. Let's go. Alright, so we will dow something here. Sure, let's do this. He's got no friends. A lot smaller. Alright, any prestige we get goes into Malacca. That's why I was so happy we don't have to reroll our heirs. Fantastic. Just keep putting it into Malacca here. We want him to be Hussite ASAP. Snow rebels are progressing. This guy's next. I doubt that next. I'm going to dow the Caribbeans after this. So some of Peru will not give overextension, but most of it will. Oh, fantastic! Nice. Oh, superb. Okay. Yikes. Alright, buildings in India. That's always a good time. So, how does Malacca view us now? Seriously? Relative power is only 26, guys. Wow. Jeez. Okay, well, he's not very happy with us. Technology. Oh, man. The major modifier is the 126 from development. Jeez, man. We have to counteract that with placating every chance we get. This is probably the most miserable thing of all, right? Non-stop buildings. Yeah, next round of peace, I'm going to give some of this land to him. To convert it to our religion. I'll do some in Chagatai, it's okay. Alright, we're actually racking up quite some loans, guys, in hundreds of ducats. We're getting into soon the multiple hundreds of ducats of interest. But like I said, that's what's going to happen. We're just going to loan. If we need money, we're going to resource it instantly as opposed to over time, but we make so much money that we should pay the loans off over time regardless. And when we find ourselves doing that, we will soon find that we've got nothing to do with our money at all. And hence the reason we should do that and take it now. Money. Alright, let's get into burn this. Oh, jeez, we have to do Bengal next, obviously. But then that's most of it done. We're back on the accumulation of Diplo. We're making 7 per month. There we go. Jeez Louise. Okay, we're gonna dow the Caribbeans. But we have to wait. We no longer have to wait. We just need a diplomat free. Alright, are we going to do an additional... I don't think there's anywhere else to colonize right now, is there? Are we going to do an additional war? Or is that us? That should be Portugal's only colonies, yeah. So Portugal himself is supposed to go down. Let's look at cultures really quickly. It's been a moment since we've looked. Just looking at that adjacency. Here we go. It's good. Alright, now admin, what about admin for coring? This stuff cannot actually be culture converted if it's not cored. So just doing it as we spread. How long does Constantinople take to convert? It should be Roman soon, shortly, yeah. Alright, the plan was to take that for ourselves, but we're going to take it from this peace deal. Yep, Ming has the largest provinces in the world, which we recently took, and he currently has the largest provinces in the world, which we are not under our control, if that makes sense. Alright, let's improve relations with Malacca. What else do we want to do with Malacca, guys? I've built forts everywhere I can, unless we could build those and hand it to him. I think I might do that. Have him convert those for us. If we're not careful, he'll convert them to Muslim provinces while he's Sunni. We got to be careful of that. Okay, in terms of overextension, let's have a look at these. See, some of it out here doesn't, but the vast majority of this should give us overextension. 70. Okay, and even this guy here will give us some overextension because he owns this. Oh, speaking of which, he's got a fort there. Frick. Not ideal. So now that Mulwa has disappeared, let's take a peek at the missionaries. There's one from Bengal right now, guys. One additional from Bengal, which is going to Hindu for no reason. Yep, it's good. Ethiopia's back at it. We got to get the Indian that is Hussite over here back at it. Once we're at peace, we'll be doing that. With the additional units which we can delete, we have absolutely no issue with manpower right now. We're doing great. But the reason that I'm not deleting them is because it helps our Liberty Desire with Malacca if we relative forces. It's our subjects' army strength versus our army strength. Our vassals' army strength versus our army strength. He is a personal union, and he does not contribute to the vassal's army strength. Full annexation, okay, that's 15 overextension. So we don't have much overextension to work with actually, if we do both of these wars. 75 plus 15, so we've only got about 70 plus 15, so we've got about 15 overextension to work with, which will be that. Okay, so a decent round of wars actually, as it happens. Good. Good. We're satisfied with this, I think, for now. We want to be unstating everything we can because we're over governing capacity. We're not much over, and we got a lot of those buildings finishing, but we are certainly over. I could have sworn we were at 7 missionaries this session at one point. Why would that be? I'm almost certain of it, guys. What is our standard missionaries? It's 6, right? Our standard missionaries is 6 and 7 is only resourced here. You've got 1 base, defender is 2, religious is 3, Rome, Jerusalem, and Mecca. Maybe the Japanese one? What do you mean? No, we never took the parliamentary debate. Man, you guys, dude. This is why chat's not on screen, I swear. I'm like... I literally mentioned the parliament. You can have 7 from the parliament, which we haven't taken, but I swear we had 7 at this point. And chat's contribution is parliament? Parliament? Must be the parliament. The parliament. Jeez, you guys. And the next minute it's, oh, sorry, I just tuned in, I didn't hear it. The question. You may as well just type ook in chat. Okay, can we get some ooks in chat? We had 7 missionaries, I'm convinced of it. I think when we integrated Japan, we like inherited his missionary or something, and it reset. I don't know. Colombia is the weakest power in the world, by the way. Great power. Brazil's 5th. Portugal's still up there. He won't be for long when we take his colonies. That's interesting. Thanks, Jojo. That must have been it. Alright, these are going to go to Killer. He's going to convert it for us. Prestige into Killer. Wait, wrong nation. Malacca. Not good. So, one thing that's important is his truce. We really don't want him allying these other guys if we can. Well, let's wait till Bengal's in the country and we'll review it after that. It should make a difference in theory, but part of me doesn't feel like it's going to. Okay. So how much overextension remains? We have to have a look to see if we actually are overextended as it is. How much does this guy give us? We had 15, right? Yeah, we'll see. We might actually still be overextended if we take that peace deal, so keep that in mind. Maybe we just white peace this guy. We'll see. Well, in theory, Manga's 2 wars, if we do 1 war against him and take all of his largest provinces, and then another war against him and take all of his smallest provinces, as of now, in terms of being overextended, which we obviously will, we can divide him between Chagatai, Russia, and myself to alleviate the overextension, but take maximum war score, and they can actually convert. If he remains with the smaller development provinces, that should be okay in terms of separatism. Now, typically we attack his tributaries, but as you can see, he's dishonoring this time. He's bankrupt, basically, which is kind of unusual for our games, where we don't... I guess he's on 0 mandate also, so... Alright, let's save up for the institution. I feel a necessity to take our military technology coming. Alright, cathedrals... This is actually 1 already, 100%. So let's do a little bit of calculation on our overextension. That puts us at 23. Oh boy. Alright. That's more for Ethiopia to convert. That's as much as he's Ethiopia, Kilwa to convert. That's as much as he's ever going to get. So he's got plenty to do. We've got to take that fort. The AI's obsession with shipyards is really annoying. It's basically they value their fleets. In order to compete with other nations, they value their fleets, and they're programmed to value. It's basically the most high value building for them because you can only build them in coastal provinces. So they actually, on very hard difficulty, you get construction cost, reduced cost as AI, 50% price. And the AI values that's one of the reasons why they value the force limit buildings above anything else. And basically on a coastal province, that's number 1, these are number 2. They always do it. So yeah, it's the most high value coastal province building for them. And it's really freaking annoying. When they do not have these shipyards, it's because they bottlenecked their building slots with non-shipyard buildings when they were not available from technology. Or when they don't have the money. Okay, so Malacca is absolutely pissed in terms of relations. I guess trust, guys. I'm going to influence him. You know, let's build that trust up. That it is one thing that affects their liberty desire also. But so does their relations, and at this rate, it's going to take a long time to build our relations up. The sooner we can get Malacca a Hussite, the sooner his missionaries are going to be active, right? Nice. This is why we were coring. Terrible casualties there for manpower. It's rough. Truces. Let's have a look. Okay, in 2 years, let's try to get to peace before then. We want to be attacking this guy. We're going to feed him to Ethiopia. Probably do a combination of core like this and feed to Ethiopia. But we will also be able to feed other nations to Ethiopia soon after, like the Mamluks. The Coptic stuff he converts super quickly, almost too quickly, as we've experienced. Russia's still going, everybody's still going by the looks of things. Chagatai, Songhai. It's good. Keeping these troops around for the inevitable upcoming Ming War. Alaska's no longer occupied, but my armies are neither in position. We could do it. We could fight them at the same time, I guess. Alright, that is the only fort. So this one here is the one that's going to take a while by the looks of things. Comparatively. Okay, Malacca is positive relations, perhaps not at peace, and perhaps not if we divert trade, which affects his liberty desire. But yeah, if we can get him positive, well, under 50 liberty desire, then the enforced religion is obviously coming up. We can still take Diplo points from the German missions for people who don't know. 300 Diplo points. No different from last game, we were able to save that. It's adjacent, yep, good. Oh boy. So brutal, dude, the tedium. What about the, let's go around killing natives. Just wondering about some of these provinces being bottlenecked. The colonial game, is the colonial game going okay? I suspect Ethiopia will be coming in fairly soon. I think the colonial game's going okay. Oh, there we go. Governing capacity building's finished, guys. So we're under. Good to see. Good to see it, but not for long. Bengal probably makes the difference on that, I suspect. Game's going okay. It's just brutal, dude. There's no way around it. We're in the proper throw of things here, the throes of things. But I feel like we've made some pretty good progress today. What do you guys think in terms of annexing nations and so on? We fed nations, we fed Chug. Quite a few tag eliminations today. And more in the process. Our dominance over South America getting really strong. It's a shame I'm going to have to get a 5-year peace with Colombia when taking out Brazil. And it's also just a really big war in general. I can't attack his tributaries, guys, so I think we would have the option. He had allies. No, he'll dishonor those as well. Yeah. Ming dishonors. So, no. Right now, the way to go, we always have the option for truce breaking, but yeah, in 7 years, we're going to take these provinces. That's perfectly fine for separatism. They're going to take 50 years to culture convert. There's more than 100 years in the game. It's perfectly fine. Like, even if we didn't have the separatism reduction modifiers, provided that we don't let rebels occupy the stuff, which we're not going to, the same way here, we literally are fine. It's fine. So we're going to do, I'm literally going to take his provinces from priority of highest development to lowest development. So he's a 2-war job. We will take the high dev land, and he will have nothing but trash land remaining. 15 years later, it's done. Okay, so that's going to be around the 1500 mark. And who knows, the AI often has a way of like recovering their economy. He might actually Or 50s. I said 1500, I meant 50s. You might honor called arms. I think I'm comfortable converting Christians at 4 months a pop down here indiscriminately. Yeah, I could give money to Ming. I agree with you. I mean, I had the same idea. If we go that route, if we pay off his debt so that he will honor called arms so that I can attack him, then I will be doing it after the next war. I'm happy to chunk him. It's really efficient. It's only 7 years truce, guys. It's not long. 6 years, 7 years. And we can get a huge chunk off of him, huge, and feed it 3 ways to people who will convert to Hussite. It's very good. Tag elimination. Let's Joe. It's good, 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 it's good. Now this one is it's only 50 war score. We've got to break that negative 1000 modifier. He doesn't have that many troops, but they do exist. When do we focus deploy? It's a good question, man. It's a good question. Maybe now. If we had done it too early, well, you can see that we need our admin. Let's just think about the technology. This is 25. It costs 290, almost 300. That's with 20% increase, which is going to go away. So it's really cheap. It's WAD. It's really cheap. It's like 220. So at this rate, after just coring, yeah, we're doing fine for admin provided that we take this tech. So if we take this tech 26 is around the corner. It's going to take ages. And then 27 is a must-have. That's the last admin tech we do. Man, I think we're doing well enough, chat. I think it's time to focus on Diplo. I would have run out of stuff to culture convert for people who don't know. Or alternatively, I would have at least gone on to not to ignoring adjacency completely. Which is inefficient either way. If I had focused it earlier, I'm talking about my Diplo points. Because we simply don't own the land. Now that we've spent a lot of Diplo annexing, like, we don't seem so far ahead, but I was too far ahead relative to the land that I controlled. It's just pointless focusing your Diplo. But I think it might be time. We must keep in mind that we're going to have 13 admin all the way down. 13 per month. You're right. 12. Yep. 12, man. It's not much, guys. 12. It's not much. Yikes. I'm not sure. I might leave it just a wee bit longer on admin here before switching. So the other thing is that we're going to take humanist ideas, guys. We're going to take humanist at 26. I think it has to stay on admin until humanist is done. Like, we're not going to cap out on admin. Well, I kind of have been in the sense that I'm coring land that I don't necessarily need to core, but it's helping be ever so slightly more deploy efficient by doing that. I think we stay on admin. If we switch to Diplo, what's the window when you're an Empire? We switch to Diplo and then switch back to admin and then switch back to Diplo. I think I'm going to regret the last time when I can't switch back. $10. It will be 1740 when our focus changes to Diplo. That's like the same thing. It's 15. Yeah, we can't do it. We can't do it. We have to do it earlier. If we stay on admin, we'll switch to Diplo earlier. Then that's 30 years from now. That's too late. I actually pretty much was in this predicament, obviously, as Hungary. And I regretted it. I wish I had focused my Diplo earlier, but we were bottlenecked out of time. Like, it was too soon to switch my focus. Alright, there is Bengal. So please show signs of mortality, Malacca. Yes! Okay, he's soon to be Hussite. Nice. Good. What's the placate at? How much from yes, perfect, brilliant. Okay. Das ist gut. Now what's not gut is that we have to do Bengal. Frick. We have to do Bengal for building slots, etc. So you now notice throughout the course of the game that in provinces that could only have their manpower or production, but not admin exploitable, I never exploited them. And the reason why is because when that happens, it's because they have zero admin. And therefore they're very small provinces. And those provinces, or the development, we've been in need of money, and we've been in need of manpower, and it would have paid itself off a lot throughout the course of the game. Now, with less time remaining in the game, we burn them all the way down, like these guys, as much as we can. Alright. So for me, the money is the most high prior right now. We're doing perfectly well for manpower, and therefore we do exploit manpower. I mean, we're on, yeah, we basically have almost 400,000 in the bank out of these AFK units, which there's no harm in having them. Which we can delete and be refunded their manpower. But lo and behold, we also gain more and more, obviously, per month as we get these territories. And we've been gaining pretty much at a rate faster than we're losing by now. More or less. So, yeah. How many more nations left? Well, there's many, as you can see. The New World wasn't unified this game under Mexico. So, there's many. I mean, there's probably like 20 just there, right, on our screen. So if we include our subjects, which are 7, that's like half this list. And there's that many. We're cracking down on them, that's for sure. I mean, the weakest great power is Brunei on 340 development with 67 war score cost. So if he was twice the size, we could full annex him just about. So he's half the size of a nation who would be full annexable. Which means in theory, of course, with the exception of Ming, I mean, every nation is a full annexation war unless England got larger. I assume he didn't. Yep. Every war, just about, with the exception of Ming, is a full annexation, at least one tag elimination as we attack that nation and tag eliminate them. Alright, so let's use 2 diplomats on relations. Now, where would we want them to go? So, one more, in other words. I'll put it in Russia. I think after our next round of feeding Russia into Ming, there's basically nothing else to feed him. He'll probably end up getting Bakura up there. He's going to go straight from our tributary to Russian food when we take Sind. He's got 3 provinces. Yeah, and that's the last of feeding Russia. So upon Russia completely converting himself to Hussite, he'll be coming into the fold, most likely. When we march our guys. Are we on course? Hey, GMP. It seems that way. It seems that way, yeah. No! It's 10 prestige, far from ideal. What the frick? He took more land, okay. He took more land. Yeah, the New World's very annoying, this game. In terms of all of these nations. Could be worse. But it is. Jeez, man. Crazy separatism in that province. Keep checking and it's nowhere close. Alright, we kind of quite desperately need to do some conversions here. Well, the culture game is the game that we failed in ultimately, and it was Chat's fault. Chat took plenty of responsibility for being so bad at the game. I tried my best to carry them, but that was the hardest variable. Indeed. So if we can do better on the hardest variable, then das ist gut. Okay, so this guy is now low enthusiasm, but still a long way to go. There's not much I can do apart from slowly hopping onto his island chains. So speaking of being veteran and having done this so many times, guys, I think I've been doing, because we're culture converting very efficiently right now, right? We're still in that stage because the culture game was doing better, and therefore we just don't own that much of our culture land, if that makes sense. Like, look at all of the red. Despite us rapidly expanding with the deploy annexations and so on, you know, we have probably like near half of our country is at least being converted. Let alone the fact that we didn't own like any of this land earlier. But because of that, I've been converting with my missionaries in areas where the separatism is up. Does that make sense? Like we take certain areas and then the missionaries are preoccupied, and we take other areas and then we send the missionaries where they were. That's how I've been playing the game this time. And yep, I mean, it dawned on me here that we've got adjacency here, so there shouldn't be separatism. And yeah, we'll be converting those. Keep it clean. As soon as they are our religion. Eyesight. Alright, let's think about the next round of wars, because maybe we can at least walk into position for them. This is quite miserable. Yeah, to be honest, I don't actually know right now what is next. I think we're going to do England. England is a legitimate overextension. Right, so if we do England, then Portugal joins. So we want to do... So sick of this, dude. Cool. Cool, like, attack this guy and co-belligerent Portugal with the intention to kill Portugal and attack England separately. I'm so sick of it, dude. It's just for like 100 years, you know? You can't attack people because they're allied to each other. That's so toxic, man. The guarantee defender of the faith. What a joke. I'm so sick of it, dude. It's just so tiresome. Spend the money we have here on cathedrals. This isn't a world conquest. This is a one tag, one faith, and one culture. It's the lost culture of Rome. On very hard difficulty, with no exploits allowed. Including diplobanking, which is debatably not an exploit, but it's just annoying and lame. get positioning for Alaska. How'd Kilwood do here with cores? Oh, surprisingly terrible. Oh, he's lacking admin badly. Okay. I literally gave him land over Ethiopia under the impression that Ethiopia would be lacking as we fed him so much. Kilwood just got this stuff and now this. I mean, he'll incorporate it, but far from ideal. EU5 at the Sony event tomorrow? Hmm? What are you talking about? Well, that's the thing. They haven't been allies, JNP. One of them dishonored, you know, like literally like late 1500s, like 150 years ago, and they've had England's been guaranteeing him, and this is on and off, guys. Like we break the guarantee and stuff. England's been guaranteeing him, and he's been the defender of the faith. It's disgusting. It's freaking disgusting. So there's nothing I can do about it. We attack one of them, and we're fighting both of them. Every single time that we attack either of them, we're fighting both of them. It's disgusting. No, my vessels are not marched. Grim. This is bad. Yep, I had hoped to have pieced out already. This island chain should give it to us, I suspect. Bit of length of war. We really need to whack some of these troops, which they would turn into zombies anyway, but we're so dramatically outnumbered. I'm going to try to pull these units here. I think our numbers are a little bit excessive here. Just dawned on me Colombia and Brazil's war's upcoming, that's why I hired even more units. We're lacking around here badly. Very good. Spread that adjacency. So this is going to give 0 overextension. We should snipe New Providence. He's developing himself as well. Nice. Co-belligerent England. Co-belligerent England. That's how we can dodge Portugal. Nice-oo. Very good. So what I was going to say is we want to deal with the Portuguese colonies, which there's only one remaining. We're doing that so that we can kill Portugal. Because he's big in of itself, guys. I wouldn't have the war score to take both. Then if we're going to kill England, then we want to do the same to his colonies. So we want to fit 13 colonies into our next round of attacks. I think we're going to do Brazil, which will give some overextension, but not much. All of the 13 colonies provinces do give overextension, so that is a legitimate amount. We'll judge what it is, and if there's room left over, we'll do some tag elimination on like some other smaller natives and stuff like that. And or Alaska, who will give some but not much. Yeah, listen to Sergio, you culture converted one state. Thank you. Because it's in a state. Thanks, I got you. Appreciate it. Damn it, dude. Naval engagement. Yep, governing capacity is doing better even after integrating Bengal into the country, but it's not doing great, is it, guys? Oh, man. What's a brother supposed to do? So painful to resource governing capacity slots. This is something. It's not too tedious to be doing that. Okay, so I built cathedrals in every single province, right? Yeah, which means even if they're Catholic, we have a slot here. Let's do this. Slam them. Ah. We recently took that, though. Ah. Of course. These do not have cathedrals. Oh, that is such a beautiful bonus, dude. Until the death of Leon von Habsburg. Oh my goodness. We can afford this. That is so good. We can afford it. Let's do it. -2 unrest, that's superb. Devilling Man. Thank you so much, Devilling Man. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for the sub. It's very kind of you, miss good sir. Monk, the Iranian province. What? So, if we resource our overextension from 13 colonies, like the next war is going to be really fast and easy and decisive, right? Theoretically. So we are slow now, but we're going to be limited by the keep getting prestige. Right when it's like there's light at the end of the tunnel here, we're losing prestige faster than we're gaining it, which is unreasonable. This guy's low enthusiasm, but surely he doesn't know. Keep picking away at it. Let's look at the low end really quickly here for zeros. Very good. This is just running amok. It's disgusting is what it is. Let's look at adjacency here. So slow out here. We are getting some finishing on the coast, and we get adjacency and all of that, which would be nice. Dude, so laggy. I tried to pause that there immediately, guys, but lagging out. Alright, let's jump back to India here. So this stuff, theoretically, we've got cathedrals here. There shouldn't be separatism in most of this. So... oh no. I thought it was a state up here. I thought it was that state. Well, I can't unstate this any longer. Blah. Okay. Oopsie. That's locked in as a state, which hurts. And this should have cathedrals, right? Okay, good. How's the garden capacity? Yeah, that's locked in as a state for a while. And put the missionary down. That's your cooking channel on YouTube? What? I don't have a cooking channel on YouTube. We're only one over our military leader allocated slot right now, which is a lot better for us. Oh boy. I don't have the infantry there that I was hoping for. Yeah, I've spoken of doing it for a long time. Part of the reason that I hesitate to do it, among other reasons, is because it's a big undertaking, but some of the contributions that I initially wanted to make, like I spoke about it the other day, like the world's best bad pasta, basically, people shouldn't be eating that food. I don't want to promote people to eat that food if I can avoid it. I don't want to promote the worst, most garbage tier food, aka the cheapest food, and make it pleasant for people to eat, such as vegans who will be in very poor health, or continue in their case to be in very, very poor health by eating it. Right, finally the filling session. That was absolutely brutal, guys. Not thrilled with that at all. But that is another tag and elimination. Jeez Louise, man. So we can't get that guy inland here, these two. Kirby's is ours. Very good. So, we're at peace. We're going to feed the Indian. The Indian is going to do some converting of India, would you believe? Now, let's look at development here. Good. That's what I want to see. It's pretty much all exclusively low dev land. '21's a bit higher than I should have given him, actually. Good. Start from here. I just love it how every second click, every time, it's like you click something and it just closes all the menu instead of doing what you want, and then in the process of opening up the menu, you click something, it doesn't work, you click something, it doesn't work, you click something, it doesn't work. It's just brilliant. I love it. Jeez. I'm rolling on, what patch are we on, guys? 1.31 or something? 1.30.1, I think. 1.30.6. Alright, so we unfortunately lost like 28 prestige from events, but yeah. Wow, that is exhausting, guys. 3.5 hours. Ugh. That might have to be it, guys, to be honest. This is freaking brutal. I think we did a lot today. A lot of time passed, and we were slow and inefficient with some of the wars, for sure, without a doubt. It was painful. It was painful. We need a enclave of Hussite land in Japan. We should look for some low dev area, like up here in the north. Convert this and convert for adjacency modifier, like on this 4, 6. Yeah. We should do that if I hopefully remember. Start converting Japan. There shouldn't be separatism here, right? Nope. It's good. Yeah, we're on track. We're on track, guys. What's next? We don't have much time. Man, ugly. So we're gonna smash some 13 colonies. That's a nice, really quick, nice overextension war to get set us straight. We can supplement it with some natives. That's what we're going to do. We want to ideally not take more than just a few months here to win. And I think probably work on Brazil. Brazil full annexation, White Peace, Colombia. Oh man, Brazil is actually, he's going to develop himself outside of full annexation range if we're not careful. But that's going to be tomorrow. I can't keep this up for today, guys, so thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you. It's good. It's good. It's good. We're going to raid Absolute Habibi. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, everybody.